Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our talk. Tonight, we're going to be talking about relieving stress through the foods that we eat. It's a lot of the information comes from an article, a Heartline article called 18 Terrific Foods to Help Relieve Stress. And Dr. Justine is here, and she's going to be walking us through. We realized you could have questions, and Dr. Justine has made herself available by text at 647-987-9355. I wanted to welcome Dr. Justine this evening. She is an incredible healthcare practitioner, and she is an author. She is a mother of two, an incredible woman, and she really, truly believes that everyone deserves a healthcare team that focuses on prevention, optimal health, and open communication. Help me welcome Dr. Justine Blainey-Broker.
All right. Hello, everybody. So awesome talks ahead, and we're going to just keep this going. We've got a schedule for every week for the year. Coming up, we have talks about vitamin B and how that affects stress as well. So that'll complement this talk on the 18 foods that you can help your body to add. Isn't it great to talk about things we can add instead of things that we have to take away, like those comfort foods? We're going to talk about some summer workouts and juicing and the great benefits of juicing. And then we're going to talk about healthy families and healthy moms and healthy ability to manage this stress for our kids. So we're looking forward to including you in all of our upcoming talks. But today we're going to focus on those foods that help reduce stress from this Healthline article. I know stress is affecting all of us. We just want to get back to real life, but we have to focus on the things that we can control and adding these healthy foods. Maybe not all 18 are for you. Honestly, some of them I don't like, but then some of them I love. So let's focus on the good stuff, the things that we can add, instead of just going to the comfort foods like, say, macaroni and cheese or donuts, or my worst one used to be muffins or caffeine or alcohol. Let's focus on some of the great foods we can add to help reduce that stress. We know that stress can affect physical and emotionally, and then it can affect our overall body, causing aches, pains, headaches, inability to focus, inability to perform at the highest level, lower energy levels. So we're not able to even work at the same levels or just be the same for our families at home. So super, super important. So we're going to start with number one is that matcha powder. This is a green tea powder, one of the best ones of the green teas, and it has this rich L-theanine, non-protein amino acid, so it's great for reducing stress overall and is low in caffeine. So matcha powder. Number two is Swiss chard. Now, I love this. You can add this with different types of seasoning, but this is, helps you build these big muscles, but all these greens are so good. So looking towards half your plate in greens at least once every day. Have these stress-fighting nutrients to help with anxiety and stress, help reduce overall inflammation. Number three, I love as well. Try not to have it too much, but we love sweet potatoes. This is one of your best carbohydrates for weight loss, for reducing inflammation. It is having a diet full of whole, nutrient-dense carbs reduces our overall cortisol. So this is like, instead of, fries in a bag or going out to get fries, make your own homemade sweet potato fries or sweet potato mash in order to be able to help get the good carbs into your body. Number four is kimchi. I'm not a huge kimchi fan of this. I know fermented foods are so healthy for your gut. They have the great probiotics. And so this is probably something that you got to practice with. You may not get the first time, but it's over time, adding those fermented foods to improve that overall gut health helps reduce that stress. So it's a form of a radish. It can be pickled. It can be eaten in multiple different ways. I recommend talking to your naturopath or your holistic nutritionist to find the best way for you. Now, artichokes, I love artichokes or artichoke dip with cheese. So you gotta be careful you don't eat too much of that. But it can also be added to things like pizzas. If you make your own homemade pizzas, we've been doing that. And you can get lots of cauliflower crusts and gluten-free crusts these days. It can also be a little bit easier on having those carbohydrates that can increase inflammation, increase stress on your body. Artichokes help with prebiotics, so just and lots of great fiber. So super important. Again, if this is, start adding in little amounts of this list of 18 things. And finding different recipes. They're so amazing online to find different ways to season it if you're not accustomed to adding some of these foods to your diet. A goal is, when they look at studies, to try and have 5 or more grams of these prebiotics to help with depression and anxiety and stress. So number 6 is organ meats. And now I'm a vegetarian today, so this isn't going to be for me. But I remember when I was visiting family in Switzerland, like this was a big deal that they would promote to have these organ meats with liver and heart and kidneys, either from cows or chickens. It is full of B vitamins, especially your B12, your B6, your riboflavin, folate. So these are areas that help control cortisol, control stress. So getting those organ meats that have the B vitamins, that helps all parts of your nervous system. If you are a meat eater, this can be super helpful. Now, number 7, I do love. Even though I'm vegetarian, I do eat eggs. It used to be when I grew up, it was only 2 eggs a week because that was like going to help your cholesterol. Well, they know, or affect your cholesterol. They know that that's not true. You can eat eggs daily. This is a great sort of nature's multivitamin, packed with minerals and amino acids, but try to have chickens that run around. We're not just getting regular eggs, and not just like say brown eggs. You're looking for free range eggs, a wild fish, and making sure you have, instead of farm raised, you're getting animals and meats that have ability to eat regular grass and run around, so that would be healthier. Eggs are also rich in choline, so lots and lots of great vitamins. I know when we go organic and free range, sometimes the egg looks smaller, but it's packed with the right things that you need. Number 8 is shellfish, and shellfish isn't for everybody. Obviously, if you have allergies, stay away. But shellfish has taurine, other amino acids to reduce stress. It's full of B vitamins, zinc, copper, magnesium, selenium. So can be super, super helpful for people with inflammation, arthritis, managing stress. But certainly make sure that you don't have any allergies to shellfish. Number 9, it's not something that I add to my diet regularly and certainly need to think about more, but cherry powder. We'll often in our family have acai bowls, making protein bowls or protein smoothies, but looking at adding foods with lots of vitamin C, and that's that cherry powder has lots of vitamin C. So finding different ways to have it as like a healthy dessert, healthy smoothie, adding it to your foods or your beverages can be super helpful. Number 9, something I certainly do, is adding healthy fish, healthy essential oils, mackerel, herring, salmon, sardines, getting those good essential oils, your omega-3s up. Again, making sure it's not farmed, but it's wild. And we know that has vitamin D, which can have all functions in your health and your body, including your mental health and your ability to manage stress. Number 11 is parsley. Now, I got to admit, usually if I saw parsley on the plate, I thought of it just like, a flower on the plate just to make it look pretty, and I would put it aside and I wouldn't eat it. But I'm trying to work on to be better with that, to add the parsley. It's full of antioxidants that help with oxidative stress, helps reduce inflammation. So finding ways to get used to eating those healthy greens can help our body function with stress. Now, I love number 12, garlic, especially if my husband's eating garlic, then it all works out okay. But you want to make sure that you can add garlic into your diet. It helps with inflammation, helps with heart disease, helps with reducing stress, helps with glutathione. So finding ways to add garlic into your, if it's not lunchtime because you are in the work environment, maybe it's a little easier to add more garlic today if you're working from home. But do it at nighttime, so that you're adding garlic on a regular basis to your diet. So who doesn't love, having hummus? And tahini can often be added to hummus, but tahini and those um, sesame seeds can be super healthy to add L-tryptophan into our diet to help with those mood regulating transmitters, dopamine and serotonin. So this is something they know that if you can add on a regular basis, they've done some studies, it can help with depression, help with stress. So getting regular tahini, or at least once a week, can be a way to help with our overall ability to deal with stress. Number 14, I love, this is, a snacking food for me, to have sesame seeds in the car instead of, a chocolate bar, feeling like I have to get fast food, or if I just need a little bit of a snack between meals. Sunflower seeds can be super packed with vitamin E and those essential oils, fat soluble vitamins, powerful antioxidants. They can help overall body, can help with the great nutrients like magnesium that relaxes our muscles, manganese, selenium, zinc, B vitamins, copper. So super easy to have a baggie of sunflower seeds as a way to snack and help our overall bodies to deal with stress. Number 5 is broccoli. Now, this is something with my mom dealing with cancer. She was told to have broccoli supplements, and this was literally like the supplement would have the sulfur and sulforaphane, and it would have like 5 large stalks of broccoli in those capsules. But this is something that helps reduce stress overall in body and helps the whole body function so much better with these cruciferous vegetables if you can handle them, including it has magnesium and vitamin C. So it helps calm and reduce stress, reduce depression. So trying to have broccoli at least once a week if you can, if not twice a week, adding those greens more and more to our daily diet to reduce stress. Number 16 is chickpeas. So adding that hummus, adding those chickpeas as a snack to eat is full of stress-fighting vitamins and minerals like magnesium, manganese, B vitamins, zinc, selenium, copper. This is a great way to add protein to your diet. You can add to salads. You can add it things like hummus for snacking. You can add it just as a snack on its own with different spices. And this is an area to reduce stress and help your overall mood and also help you feel full. Number 7, not my favorite, but I have many patients and family who just love chamomile tea. They just say it's like a hug or it just warms their belly to reduce overall stress. There's lots of research on how chamomile can reduce stress, help overall digestion, and improve sleep. And the last one, number 18, this is one of our favorites in our family, is blueberries. Always have blueberries in the family, preferably organic because they're a little harder to wash. But, adding it to breakfast, to oatmeals, to pancakes, to even French, we do protein pancakes, or, if you do protein French toast, or to smoothies, or as a snack on their own, or add with plain yogurt or plain Greek cheese. So just finding different ways to cottage cheese to be able to help your overall body, helping with those antioxidants, helping with your eyes, helping with overall stress. Adding those blueberries to your diet can be super helpful. So there's 18 foods, guys, that you can add in. Try a few, try one every day, because they're easier to add than to remove some of those toxic foods and those fast foods. So the more you add the good stuff on the plate, hopefully the bad stuff will come off of the plate. Now, as a chiropractor, we definitely talk about nutrition, but we also talk about improving your spine and your nervous system, because your nervous system is certainly affected by stress, affected by the 3 T's, the thoughts, the traumas, the toxins. And those stressors, especially today, we're just overwhelmed with what's happening with our families and with the environment, with the economy, with our finances, with our work. So we want to help reduce that stress on the body. And what we do is we find and remove subluxations. Those are the areas of misalignment in the spine where there's pressure on the spine. We remove those subluxations so your body can function better. We know that if our brain is functioning, super important, because it controls all function, all healing, all energy, everything every single organ in our body. Is our brain's that computer source, right? It controls all function and all communication. So we want to make sure that there's no interference, no areas of subluxation, areas that put pressure on the spine. So as a chiropractor, what we do is we do x-rays, posture, thermography scans, nerve scans, history, leg length differences. We look at all these different tests to see if you have areas of subluxation, and then we work on different types of adjustments, the right techniques, whether they're light or they're strong or they're deep, with a table or with an instrument, finding the right techniques for you and the right exercises with our kinesiologists to find and remove these subluxations, help our body function that much better with stress. We know with so much screen time or laptop time, that pressure on our neck, our brainstem is building, leading to tension, over loss of energy, loss of focus, can affect headaches, migraines, or tingling and numbness in your hands. We know that that top neck atlas axis area, super important to have assessed and have maintained as well as possible. And so we'd be happy to see you, to do a consultation, to ask questions. That can be done either virtually or in person, to see if you're somebody who needs a full checkup. Or if you're a regular patient, ask, how is my atlas? How is my axis? Those top two bones in your neck, and we'd be happy to address those questions, concerns. So happy you're with us today, learning more about those 18 foods to add. Try and add one a week to add more and more of those good foods into our diet. Learn more about vitamin B coming up and these awesome juicing and healthy workouts coming up. So stay tuned. Every week we want to provide you great information. Upcoming is always something to give, but we have the old ones too that you can check out on the different exercises and different ways to manage sleep, or how to check out your bed or your bedding, your pillows, breathing exercises. So share these with others, do a review. We always appreciate the reviews, and we look forward to being in touch with you soon.